Okay, we did an unboxing of the brand new Eachine 250 Pro. I've got my goggles 2 here from Eachine as well as my 5802D LCD monitor that's going to be recording this video stream to a micro SD card. Let's see how she flies. Let's go ahead and start recording this video stream. We are on a 4-cell battery, so we should get a lot more pep. Now, I'm not sure what flight mode it's in, because it does not show me on the on-screen display. But it does feel like it's in angle or horizon. I believe it is in horizon mode. Whoa. Whoa now. Hey now, why am I going up so goddamn high? Okay, that's way too much lift there. I did not mean to get up that high that fast. Let me see if I can bring her down back onto the track here. Not really screaming as fast as I would have expected it to. Kind of a leisurely FPV flight here. You know, I mean, it's flying. I'm doing some FPV with it. Try to do a hard turn with it. It does all right. Definitely not going to compete with it programmed the way it is, though. I would say this might benefit from having beta flight flashed onto it. I don't know, maybe it just needs to have angle or horizon mode. This is not really as intense of a flight experience as I was expecting from a 4-cell battery. I was really expecting a lot more speed. I mean, I could get some speed, but I don't have the control, not in this flight mode, so it really needs to have angle or horizon. It does not seem to have that. I'm going to bring it in for a quick landing. We still got a lot of voltage, so a lot of flight time left. Could probably fly for another 7 to 8 minutes. Let's see if I can even fly it up in for a landing. Got a little jello in the lens there. It's very easy to fly. Not having any trouble flying it. Let's try a different mode. One of these is angle, one of these is horizon. Yeah, that's acro mode right there. Okay, let's try it out in acro mode. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. A little bit of jello in the lens. But I am really holding back here. Like, I could be going a lot faster, I just would not have as much control. I feel like it's got a lot more power than I am using. I don't know. Like, if you're just getting into FPV racing and this is your first racer, it's really not a bad racer. It's not too intense, you know. But if you're looking for a professional racing drone, if you want to compete, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily suggest this as a competition racer. I'm not really getting those good straight hard lines. Like, let's see if I can just do a hard turn there. That's alright. A little scared to go back through the cabana, but we'll try. Seems to have a strange midpoint, low point on the throttle there. Okay, so if this is your first ever FPV racing drone, it's not a bad drone. I mean, it's easy to land, it's easy to take off. You're going to have a lot of flight time. My range is really, really good. Like, exceptionally good compared to what I usually get. So I can actually just kind of do a leisurely flight around the park, which I usually can't do. I usually don't get this good a flight range. But with this video transmitter, it's a 600 milliwatt video transmitter, so I mean, I should be able to get, you know, like half a mile's worth of range with this thing, which this is really good range. The signal's looking really clean, but it's just not a super aggressive flyer. I'm having to really hold myself back. I want to fly it faster, I want to push it a little bit harder, but the control is just, it's just not as tight as I would like it to be. 14.2 volts, still good on our battery. But yeah, I mean, it's got good transmitter range, good video range, so you can go, you know, exploring your local environment. The camera looks pretty good. There's a little bit of jello in the lens. Probably shouldn't be flying over the water like this. But that's a lot better range than I've gotten on any other drone I've ever really flown around. So, you know, it's a decent first racer. I wouldn't say it's a good competition racer, because it's just not as tight as I would like it to be. Switch back into, I guess, horizon. Alright, I think my low voltage beeper is starting to beep at me. I'm at 8.5 minutes worth of flight. Yeah, it's letting me know that I need to go ahead and think about bringing it in. I mean, yeah, I can fly through some obstacles with it, just not at full speed. It just is, it's just a little bit in acro mode. It's a little bit wobblier than I would like it to be. But again, if this is your first ever FPV racer, you just want something that you can learn how to fly and easily fly, it's actually not bad. I mean, if I'm not pushing it too hard or too far, you know, it does all right. Okay, our low voltage beeper is starting to beep a little faster, so I'm going to go ahead and bring it in for a landing. Yeah, it's time to bring her on in for a landing. Alright, well, that's the brand new Eachine Pro 250 millimeter FPV racing drone right there. You know, it's a really good first racer. Like, if you have no FPV experience and you want something that's easy to fly, it's really good and easy to fly. But if you're looking for a competition racer, if you're looking for something that can hold that line, do that hard turn, I don't know, this aircraft might be able to do that, but I think it needs to be reprogrammed. I would suggest trying to flash Betaflight on here, but for $200 for a ready-to-fly package, it's not that bad. The video was great, the signal looked good, the range was really, really good, but for competition, I don't know. But if it's your first ever FPV racing drone and you just want to get a little bit of FPV experience, this is actually not a bad aircraft for you. But as always, we appreciate you guys tuning in to RC-101 with the Dallas Flyer. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more.